Wait.
Ready? Okay. So this is how we know exotic animals to be in their natural habitat, relaxed, free, comfortable, and with their own kind. Now, have you ever wondered how these animals will react in a different environment? My name is elbia.r-spe113-spr12, and I will talk to you about the growing trade of exotic animals, how exotic animals are transported, and what could occur if you keep them as pets. So the exotic animal industry is growing. It is a huge business, and it comes second after the trade of drugs and arms. It is a $25 billion industry worldwide, according to Laura Allen from the Animal Law Coalition. This is a website that advocates for animals. U.S. is one of the biggest consumers, and it makes up to 30% global trading. And only 90 agents from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services cover state borders, according to ABC. In some states, they have one officer, and then in others, they have none at all. So this is how it works. The more rare the exotic animals are, the more expensive. As stated in Animal Law Coalition, the highest macaw from Brazil is said to be worth $60,000, as well as the closed-shirt tortoise from Madagascar and the Komodo dragon from Indonesia. And online, you can also find the Bengal tiger for $1,000, the baboon for $5,000, and a baby giraffe for $22,000. So how are these animals transported? They are transported in suitcases. According to the PTA.org, turtles are taped inside their shells and shoved into tube socks. Parrots have their beaks and feet taped and are then stuffed into plastic tubes. And stolen birds and reptile eggs are concealed in special vests. Also, young pythons are put into CD cases. And this was stated by Kevin G. Hall, expert in exotic animals. Another way to transport animals is on a person's body. Snakes are hidden into women's hair, sometimes inside the woman's bun, and into people's pockets. And that's a tiger in a suitcase. Also, this man was caught trying to transport 14 pythons. A Miami inspector made a testimony where a man had arrived from Havana, Cuba, denying he was bringing wildlife into the United States. He was asked to raise his pants, and they were surprised to find 44 birds strapped to his legs. Lastly, you can also transport exotic animals through companies such as FedEx, UPS, DHL, and the worldwide and regional next-day service providers. So what can occur when you have exotic animals as pets? Diseases. According to the Journal of Internal Medicine, in the year 2006, it was estimated that 50 million people worldwide have been infected with zoonotic diseases. Since 2000, as many as 78,000 have died. Some zoonotic diseases are monkeypox, and it is a viral disease transferred from monkeys. It can cause symptoms such as fever, sweating, and rashes. You can also get herpes B, which can be transferred from macaque monkeys, and it consists of a subset of herpes viruses that travel within the host, and it uses the person's peripheral nerves. Lastly, salmonellosis. It can be transferred from amphibians and reptiles, and you can develop diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps. So you can also be mauled by an animal. According to PTA.org, there have been dozens of attacks by captive big cats on humans in the past decade. For example, a tiger mauled a 3-year-old child. According to Robinson from ABC, since 2000, at least 4 people have been mauled to death by wolf hybrids. This is the offspring of a wolf and a domestic dog. Also, humans can cause damages to animals. Like in Buffalo, New York, where a teenager kept a cougar in his basement. He didn't feed him well, and the cougar suffered from deformed legs because of not enough calcium. And lastly, these cute animals, they're very social animals, and if they are left without alone and without attention, they can self-mutilate. So now you know about the exotic animal industry, how it is growing, the way the traffickers transport animals into other countries like the United States, and why Americans keep them as pets, and they run the chance of catching a disease or of getting mugged.
Okay, just stay there for a second. We're going to change it a little bit, so we'll critique what you just did. Okay, and let me turn this off.